blah, blah, blah. Not to complain too much about Death Knight. You've all heard it all before. Judge had a really good rant about how toxic this meta has been yesterday after we raided into him. It's all the same stuff you've heard me say. It's the same stuff you've heard other streamers say. It's nothing new to say at this point because they let us sit in this. They let us sit in our in their poop. Like the devs let us sit in their pile of poop for like 3 weeks now. You know, after the first couple hours, you're probably still complaining about sitting in a pile of poop. But if you're sitting in a pile of poop for 3 weeks, at a certain point, you just get tired of talking about it. They've said that there will be changes shortly after the Tuesday patch. I don't know if that means Tuesday evening or like 5 days later, but we'll find out. Within a week, we'll be hoping for change. But we are the Death Knight now. Let's try not to embarrass ourselves too much. Sorry, I'm gonna fix my music here. And then I'm gonna try to fix my command. Warlock went 6, right? We've been firmly in the same range all day today. The middling range. We've gone 5, 7, 6, and now 5 again. That was a generous assumption of you, Oxbow. Hey, Pandemonium. Pandemonium. First pick, Bone Flinger. Really strong card, especially in Death Knight. Second pick, Acolyte of Death. Yes, please. Also, extremely strong. And now we have 2 of them right off the bat. That frees us up for all sorts of shenanigans in this draft. I'll take a 12-year. It's a nice 2-drop. It is also a taunt that can protect things like Acolyte of Death. The ID is pretty good in this class as well. Oh, baby Skelemancer. Do we like Bartender or Frostrider better? Same win rate. Guess it depends on what we think our deck will need more. And we currently have 2 2s and 2 3s, so I'm a little bit stumped about how to make this choice. I'll go for the 2. Because often in Death Knight, you want early corpses. And 2 comes before 3. 1 blue, 1 red. Okay. I'll roll with that. I suppose Jungle Panther is the pickable card here. Rainbow? What do you say, chat? What do you say? Graveyard Shift and Death Strike, both very good. I kind of like the rainbow idea. I also think Graveyard Shift is a better card. The rainbow idea is cool because there's a lot of single unholy, like really strong single unholy stuff. Never go rainbow? Nothing wrong with the little rainbow action. Nothing wrong with the little rainbow action. Nothing wrong with the little men having anal intercourse with other men, or women using various digits or toys to pleasure each other, or asexual people sitting around in a room having a good time chatting. Nothing wrong with any of that. Shift potentially draws 4. Yeah, I mean, Shift is great with Acolyte. Absolutely. Shift, I think, is underrated, in my opinion. Very strong card. Amazing setup for all sorts of things. Great with Arms Dealer, Bone Flinger, Acolyte of Death. Great with Malignant Horror. Let's go Rainbow. Tiger? What if I want to have sex with a dinosaur? Sorry to tell you, Nancy Pelosi's married. But, oh, a little political comedy. Topical. Topical humor. Topical at least for the next year or two while that dinosaur is still alive. I guess we go Tiger. She gets around, though. Is she also Throat Goat? You really need to remove this 0-9 from the pool. I had one glorious run. I don't know, maybe half a year ago with Unpowered Steambot doing some work. It's also a mech, which is nice if you... Like, you could definitely draft Steambot if you have, like, a triple Gorilla Bot deck or something. Anyway. I'm just kind of checking in my brain whether there's any reason to take Lost Spirit here. It does have the Undead tag. And Death Knight would be the class in which to take it, but I'll just Tiger. I'm gonna say Shell. I'll say Frenzy. Really stacked up on 3 here. I will happily take this Death Strike now. And we get a nice Bone Breaker as a reward. Heyo! Heyo! Red, blue, green. Sort of. Oh man, this deck looks pretty good. If we get like one more Malignant, we're gonna be in business. And our business is pleasure. Be nice if we could draft things that don't cost 3, though. It's just resting there. Menacingly! Nice stealth SpongeBob reference. Ravencaller here. Why is a Ravencaller like a writing desk? I'd play a Pokemon game if the starters looked like that. Make a Malignant Horror starter for Pokemon or no balls. What's the closest thing Pokemon has to Malignant Horror's design? Maybe like... maybe Muck? If you combined Muck with that trash Pokemon? Shrubbish or whatever? Tenacious is solid to stay alive. It is. I am still considering Neophyte though, because a Neophyte and Neophyte buffing Malignant Horror is quite strong. And if we got Swarm Guards, it would be amazing with that. But we don't have Swarm Guards. Neophyte and Sand Lane carry around the same win rate. How many proper 3-drops do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 if you're generous. Which is a lot for halfway through the draft. Neophyte more fun too, I guess. Neophyte not a strict 3 either. Yeah, it's definitely contingent on a few things. You can play it with like Coin Soulbreaker or Coin Graveyard Shift. But if you don't have Coin, it'll be hard to pull off in this deck. If we had more Infected Peasants, maybe. I'll roll with the Synergy rather than the Curve. Death Rattle? One. We have 1 Synergy for Undertaker. Dragon Egg? Alright, well. Anti-Magic Shell, Darkfall on Neophyte, Unholy Frenzy. Three synergies. Blossoms might be okay. Bubbles and Buttercups. Plus it's a little bigger and we don't... If you don't draw the Acolytes, your card draw is a bit weak. Blossoms can be a nice stopgap sometimes. Feel like Tidehunter here for the early corpses. If your hero was healed this turn, we have one way to do that, yes? Could get more. No, 2 ways. But no, it doesn't work though at the end of your turn. So we have 1 way. Well, anyway, we take the thing that doesn't cost 6, right? Sorry, that doesn't cost 3. We learned that Geist is pretty good in Death Knight earlier today. Foul Egg, yeah. Hey! We got a little bit rewarded for taking the Darkfall and Neophyte here. Very nice pickup. This is pretty important too. Oh my god. What a Sunday treat. Ah! What a Sunday treat! Bro. Now this is a deck. Now this is a deck. Send me your skills. Look, my Death Knights have been nothing to write home about of late, so this is more of an outlier than a standard for me. Also more of an arena than a standard. I think another Dark Transformation Which makes me wish we had taken the Undertaker rather than Ancient of Blossoms, I think. Because that would be a great lead-in to a turn 2 transformation. But it's okay. Yeah, I've been in that terrain, Kayeni. Some boring decks, some decks that felt like they should do better. All worthy picks. I think Sidekick is the play. Sidekick is gonna rip with the Malignant Horrors. There's more than one kind of horror to stack a deck with. What do you think here, chat? I have tremendous respect for Graveyard Shift, as I discussed earlier. But we do have plenty of 3s already. And Mossy Horror is a phenomenal tech card for this meta. It might be a little awkward for us to use because we do have 3 Malignant Horrors. I assume that's what you mean by self-counter. I think with this is sad because Mossy is an epic, and I've been singing its praises and saying you gotta draft it, you gotta draft it. Because it helps you beat Mossy, it helps you beat many other things that this meta can throw at you. It helps you beat Druid. All those things are true. But what Mossy is good for is like clearing a Malignant Horror or a board when you don't have one. I think what our deck wants to do is be that Malignant Horror board. And if we have the board, we can't play Mossy. I think with 3 Malignant Horrors, you definitely want the Graveyard Shift because it's such a perfect setup. And you're gonna need the corpses. We're gonna be corpse thirsty. We are the ones who knock, precisely. So, in every conceivable way, Graveyard Shift is the pick here. Even though I still think Mossy is quite strong right now. Wow. Oh, man. Pirate Goat 88, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the fun dungeon. It certainly seems like you're gonna be in for a treat here. Sculptor and Swarm Guard both go wide. They're similar in that sense. So they both work comparably well with something like Anti-Magic Shell. Swarm Guard is better with Neophyte and Acolyte. However, we are more in need of things to play on 5. However, we don't really have things to play on 4 if we don't have enough corpses yet. So, I think it's still Swarm Guard here? Plus Swarm Guard protects your Malignants. I think it's still Swarm Guard. Even though I played so much with this card that I kind of like Rhyme Sculptor better, I think this suits our deck better. You can like coin Swarm Guard into Malignant. You can play Malignant and then protect it with Swarm Guard. Our top end sucks really badly, but otherwise I think this is a fantastic deck. Really nice ways to generate corpses, draw cards, have some tempo swings. Everything we need to massage the horror, and we have 3 of them, so... I don't think I've ever drafted 3 horrors before. That might be a new one. I hereby issue a blanket apology to all future opponents in this run. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Haven't watched it. Can't rate it. That's a book and movie that really had its moment though, huh? And people were gaga over it. Oh, Rooney Mara? Did you know, chat, that the sisters, the acting sisters, Kate and Rooney Mara, are actually football royalty? I'm talking American football. The two families that they descend from both own different football teams, one of them being the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Rooney family owns the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fun fact. Yeah, just Tolvia here. Against the bug. The other team, I can't remember. I can't remember which other franchise they descend from. How do we make turn 4 horror happen? I think trade and weapon into the 3/4 is a way to do it. Many different options here. You could graveyard. This is maybe a slightly riskier option. Like, they play a big 4-drop, what do we... I guess we hit into a 1/1 and play Malignant? I don't know. If they play like 2/2s and we could kill one, that's good. No family reunion because they're fasting? Well, I'm sure you'll catch up with them eventually. I think I just want to do Swarm Guard. And sit. Like, I could kill this and play Horror, and it's quite good. But if I do this, they trade in, they pop out some 3/2s. I could use the weapon to clear a 3/2. And our Malignant Horror is pre-protected. What are they fasting for, if you feel like sharing? I fasted once. One time, I think, in my life. Oh, damn it. Going for the heal totem. Maybe I'd trade and kill the 6/4 with the weapon anyway. Or, yeah, no, I think that's good. And then... and then we do this. And this. Beautiful. For church or Jesus, something like that. Alright, yeah. Well, you shouldn't comment on people's appearance, John Coffin. That's quite rude. Quite rude and presumptive of you. Pretty sure if I had a fake nose, I would make it a little smaller than this one. Yeah, I fasted once when I was trying to decide where to go for college. I was religious enough at the time to be willing to try fasting, to try it. Get any insight whatsoever in what the hell I should do with my life. I think Rhyme Sculptor is a fine play. We could Death Strike that. Maybe Death Strike's fine too. This is so much cleaner on the board, so I guess I like it better. Nobody with a real nose would say that. Imagine me getting plastic surgery. It doesn't... It's a very not Blobby thing to do. Damn it, Blobby! The engine's running. King of the Hill, one of your favorite animes? Really funny to hear it described as an anime. It's pretty good. I haven't watched a lot of it, actually. Never watched it growing up. It seemed, off-putting to me. Watched a little bit in the last few years. Alright, opponents. Oh wait, I already gave a blanket apology. I didn't need to apologize there. Sorry for apologizing twice. You are forgiven, John Coffin. Thanks for the GG. In this case, it doesn't bother me, but many people are very self-conscious about their appearance. And especially streamers, and especially women streamers, have to put up with pretty constant observations, many of them negative, about appearance and how fast they play their card games. You know, stuff like that. What do I do with this hand? Something like that. That one went 7 FN. We lost a real heartbreaker at the end. It felt like it could have gone a lot more than 7. If you play this, you can transform it. It doesn't exactly work out mana-wise. Just play the Panther. Soulbreaker. Be militia here. Malicious. The malicious sets up for this and this better. So I guess we'll abandon the echo value and use it here. To me, it was a peek into a stereotypically Caucasian conservative Texas family. In that way, it was engrossing, out of my typical experience. We want to remove a lot of these. If we can help it. Yeah, I have family who are kind of redneck types. Not as pronounced as the King of the Hill folks. But parts of Pennsylvania are pretty similar to the American South. Are dudes scary this meta? They are. They are. Not as scary as other metas. But, Warhorse is still a thing. And anytime Warhorse is still a thing, you want to be wary of dudes. Alright, well it actually probably would have been better to value trade with the Panther. We got options here. Wow, Darkfall and Neophyte is really bad. I'm actually gonna do a bit of a weird play. Draw a card. Okay. Alright. I'm really running through a lot of lines in my head here, Chad. Sorry for not talking through it all. That hurts. That hurts. But we can do stuff here. Three for 5, 6, 7. 3 for 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Pretty clean. Yeah, pretty clean. And since I wasn't explaining very well last turn, this board is why I played Ravencaller last turn, to try to get bodies to work with these buffs. Consec's a really nice punish there. God, we desperately need... Maybe we can figure this out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. Order, lol. Nah, I did mess the order up. It should have gone the other way. Where you trade this after you play Rhyme. And then you resummon a 2-1 rather than this 1-1. That would have been better. Anyway. They're almost out of stuff and... Oh no. Yeah, we really gotta rely on Ancient of Blossoms to be our salvation here. Oh, that strike here! That strike! Get hyped for the strike! Yeah, that's huge. Oh, see, it was planned the whole time. We needed to get this 1/1 back so we could transform it, right? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Here's a question. Are we value trading both? Or are we playing around another consec? I trade both of them. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Knew we would need Death Strike at some point. Well, we could have gone with Blossoms instead. It was just riskier. Blossoms would have kept us alive, probably. But it's nice to have Blossoms to block that. Oh, yes it is. $11.
This is your moment.
0 Malignants draw in that game. Oh, our moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's our moment. Oh. I hadn't realized. Of all people, it was our moment the whole time. Okay, you two can go. You go together well. Honestly, a lot of that victory gets chalked up to Ravencaller. Ravencaller let us spread in our hand for buffs and then spread on the board for more buffs. We were at some point in that game decently far behind. Ravencaller filled the role that Malignant normally would if you draw it. Against Priest, we can go Tidehunter. Unless you're supposed to go Tol'Vir in case they misclick and heal your minion. We could have also double traded and played Neophyte, but I figure if you play the weapon here, you know, why not give yourself another turn to draw Malignant or Swarm Guard? You have 5 of them. Maybe we just Graveyard Shift this turn. Ooh, we did get the Swarm Guard though. I'm still gonna Graveyard Shift, because I think it's a great answer to Panther, but probably next turn for Neophyte. Could do it with Bone Flinger, perhaps. We have no pressing need to buff our hand right then and there, so we'll wait. Whoa! That's a pretty good play. So that's a 4-3. Are we interested in playing Tolvir for the Panther to run into? Or are we interested in hero powering and giving the Panther nothing to run into? I'll play Tolvir. I don't want to be too precious about value here. But I will trade that off. I'm not entirely sure that Potion of Madness was as strong as they wanted it to be. Most of the work that turn was done by Spirit Lash. Alright. Okay. I really don't care. You got a steamy nose. Now this guy's had nose surgery. Look at that machine of a nose. It's like an engine. This guy had nose maximization surgery. Yeah, we leave this thing alone. We'll let them crash themselves. We don't have to do it for them. Basically, an Ice Rager. What's up, John? Shouty outy to John. Oh. I mean, this works out beautifully for us, as far as I'm concerned. They really thought they were doing something with that Coffin Crasher. I'm a little concerned. That's a spell from their deck. I'll do this play, but I'm a little concerned they have, for example, the 5 damage board clear. This deck is wild. Oh, it is. This is a Kappa Pride DK deck if I ever saw one, John. It's the definition of Kappa pride. Right. So because this is 2 games in a row that we didn't draw our 3 Malignant Horrors, we are kind of scant on value in our hand. But at least they didn't just clear everything. Really had to work through that one, didn't you, FN? It was a real workshop process there, wasn't it? A collaboration between you and your keyboard. Are they mad enough at me that they're gonna rope us out here? We'll just tell them that they serve well. It's a compliment. Yeah, maybe they left. Our hand is way worse than it probably looks from the outside. Because I was a dummy and didn't play these first, this is not that great. But at least it clears this. Okay. Alright, they just left. Okay, that's good. Three and 0 here. 2 of our victories were games that we somehow dodged Malignant. So that's a very good sign. I bought a really nice piece of jewelry for myself, chat. Which is maybe a first. I don't know if I've ever done that before. But I'm reminded by my opponent's name here. It was at one of those like outside Christmas things, and during the Christmas season they set up a bunch of shops and it's like crafts and stuff. Gotta remember to wear it sometimes. Slow start, but they're giving us a good hero power target. Will it focus? Can I make it focus? I get my face out of here, maybe it will. It's not gonna focus for me, but just know that it's a nice turtle. Much prettier than it looks blurry. You just rip the shift here because it's highly likely to get you a horror active next turn. Or actually, you know what? Just an active neophyte, and then... Yeah, you want the neophyte first, really. You need to put your hand behind it. Not a brooch. Put your hand behind it. Yeah, there you go. See, that's nice, chat. There it is. Guy who sold it to me was kind of a weird asshole though, so I was like, what? I had to pick the one weird passive-aggressive guy in this whole place to buy jewelry from. So many cool artists here. I picked the guy who's making fun of me for hitting my head on his necklaces. Belligerently asking me where I live. I almost wanted to take it back, but... Be like, yeah, I was gonna buy your necklace until I learned you're one of those weird men who, like... whose primary approach to conversation is making someone uncomfortable. I guess bullies have to grow up and do something. Alright, now here's where the game really begins, chat. Here's where the game really begins. And we could actually double transformation here if we felt like it. We could also just swarm guards. Yeah, I guess I still think this is better. Because then you could play this protected next turn. Also, if they have some strange board clear, this might draw it out of them. Now with this skill, you're prepared to show us some beauty products. Yeah, maybe I could join QVC, maybe, Breno? I could join QVC and model some mediocre products with my hand modeling skills. I'll be like George Costanza, I'll be a hand model. What's our approach here? We need one more corpse. Could bartender, could transformation. Let me get my corpse this way. And then transform this one. And just leave the suspect alone. And that's the game, I guess. Hey, Neurogast. What's the difference between a necklace and a brooch? A brooch is like... It doesn't... It like attaches, right? We don't need to try to finagle enough corpses for a copy. I think it's not possible. We were 1 off lethal, right? No, we were 3 off. A brooch is something you'd put on a necklace. So is a brooch just what you call the dongle at the end of a necklace? Like, the necklace is the chain. Or string or whatever. Yeah, I thought it was more like what Oxbow... I mean... Yeah, I thought it was more of a thing you, like, pin on a blouse or... bullying with DK. Yeah. No denials from me. That's absolutely what's happening here. No denial. I think you don't actually keep Malignant. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do. Maybe you're foolish to throw it even if you have 3 in your deck. We'll see how this game goes. We'll see if we're wanting for it. But I do think one way you can lose with this deck is missing curve, falling behind, and having horrors with no way to comfortably activate them for a while. That is one way you can lose. I think I like Bone Flinger here on active, because you can potentially transform it next turn. It's a large pin, but it hangs at the neck or the neckline. Okay, so it's a pin that can be pinned to a necklace or can be pinned to an outfit. It's looking like we would have liked the Malignant, admittedly. Listen to this, is pretty nice. Monka Tempo? Even despite Priest having a bizarrely aggressive start, we're still sitting back just chilling. Not yet worried. I'll kill the thing that can value trade a 1/3. Put one on an ascot. My only frame of reference for ascots whatsoever growing up was Scooby-Doo. It's definitely a class signifier. Okay, there's the refill that archetype of priest needs to function. You know, I was thinking of anti-magic shell, but I think transformation's just really good here too. Do one of these, one of these. Call it a day. So they got a rejuvenated hand, and they're generating value now. I think our opponent has a pretty good deck. That's right, where if I owned the cigar shop. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. You could for sure put Magic Shell on Swarm Guard, but we have the corpses. There's any number of plays from here, but I think this is a pretty good one. Because you can kill the 4/4 as well, which is nice. And we're off to the races. Anyone else notice the same gameplay when playing versus certain classes? I literally lost to a druid 2 times who had the same opener and Soul of the Forest. I was bickering a little bit with All Black about Lingering Zombie yesterday. It is maybe too strong for a 1-drop, but I kind of like the card. I like it a lot, actually. As for the same playstyle thing, yeah, I've noticed that. For sure. I mean, Death Knight has Malignant Horror, obviously, every game, but other classes too. Like, Druids, win cons are all pretty samey. Warlock mostly does, like, 1 or 2 things. It feels like a lot of the archetypes are set and inflexible because most of the classes are kind of bad, and you just have to do the one thing, the one high roll thing that works, or else you don't compete. So, like, you're always drafting for the high roll. And if you don't get it, your deck just peters out at like 3 wins and nobody ever sees it, you know? Let's draw some cards. Oh my god! Trading? Trading's good. Board damage not going to my face here, I think, is a positive. You'll figure it out. What that was if we play our other Malignant Horror and have any of those other ones alive, then we can't, we'll copy the small ones, not the big one. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4 on the board. We've hero powered already. This is gonna be rough on my brain. So they can... shoot. 2, 4... I need health, not them. Do they have lethal? Oh my god, I think they might. Or maybe they just are mad at my play. I don't know. Well, that's a new one. Nudes email. Hey, we're alive. We are alive. We've never felt so alive. I think you go 2-4. Actually, this probably should have been graveyard shift. Damn it. Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Okay. Well... Copy a 4-1. At least. We have 4 taunts on the board, so... Unless they have that's what's it called? Shadow Word Undeath. No! That hurts our face, right? They just have lethal. Like, there's one that must deal damage, right? Oh, no. We're alive. We're alive. Yeah, not the zombie chow, the druid 1/1 with death rattle revid. It's a real streamer that has been getting botted for the last 8 months, and she keeps appealing online for someone to help. That's really sad, actually. Gotta hold the Geist back, right? You can't... I don't see the advantage in playing it. I guess the advantage would be if you need... I don't know. Whoop. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh, time to start doing stuff. To find out if we can get there. No, we lose. Right? It's so close, but we lose. Hang on, that's undead. Do we? I think we're off. Yeah, I think we lose. 1 damage. Ah, what a perfect combo. What kind of a perfect ass combo? Oh. That was an absurd priest. That was absurd. That was absurd. Oh, the amount of things that had to go right for them to win that. They had that really aggressive opener into immediate Mind Eater value generation, and they got card draw from something early on. Multicaster. They refilled with Multicaster. Proceeded to heal a crap ton with Spirit Lash and clear my stuff. Stuck with me that whole game. Oh man. Kazakhist to clear a huge board. It then had a perfect 3-drop plus a buffer plus a huge taunt. That's incredible. That's incredible. The Azure Drake with the spell damage. The Shadow Word Undeath to clear my first Malignant. The Elec Mount? The Obsidian Statue? Wow, what a priest. It's one of those games where you're pretty proud of the opponent for accomplishing what they managed to accomplish. And you're only really upset if you end up at 12-1. And if the buffer hit the taunt, you would have been able to survive. Yeah, it actually would have been perfect if we had won that 50-50. Yes. I remember that episode. Does this really look like a man who's had all he can eat? I love the Simpsons smarmy lawyer. Especially since we'll be healing, I don't really see much harm in just hero powering here. Really? Alright. Well, we can go Neophyte this turn. And we just need to get some more corpses and we'll be good to go. Tis no man. Alright, they're making it a little scary. But then we have Death Strike and such. Here we want to go... Ah, jeez. They could deal 11 to us. Good thing it's not Battle Master turn yet. Here we want to go Rhyme Sculptor, I think. Rhyme Sculptor sets up for what we need to do to stabilize. Next turn, Death Strike, Dark Transformation is a huge swing. May transform that, actually. May transform that. Yeah. Uh-huh. So pay attention to this, chat, because this is something that's possible, and it's kind of important to know that it's possible. You can do this to your opponents. Hit here. Hit here. Thank you. How long are you for today? That'll be the end of this run. Till the end of this run, I believe. It's been quite a long stream already. I'm more than ready to end, but I'll try to get to the end of the run for you. Well, we need one more corpse. So I think the way to do it is like this. Our opponent's not making it easy on us. Our opponent's bringing the heat. And this deck does not excel at reactive play. I think I just need a triple trade. I mean, we can... what can we do? Start with this and draw. Bone Flinger. Okay. Bone Flinger I can maybe work with. And get some corpses at the ready. I don't copy anything, but that's fine. We're really just trying not to take any more damage. That's the main thing here. Bro. Bro. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have exactly what we need. Exactly what we need to get through this. Maybe we'll find something in our deck in the meantime to help us get through it better. Are we ever gonna, like... We're gonna start taking fatigue soon. This is my... I should have drawn less. I should have thought about it. Everything's undead here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No! My deck! I have 3 cards left! Oh god. Oh god. 3 cards. 3 cards. 2 cards. So that means we need to win fast. Winning fast, I imagine, involves going wide and playing anti-magic shell in some capacity. Yeah, we've got taunts in hand. We're stable as long as they don't have AoE plus burst or some such. Killer. Yeah, gotta kill that. Gotta kill it. Wow, that's a gambit. Bartender heals us over time, which is kind of important, maybe? Okay, let's think. +1 for everything. That'll be 5, 10, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23? 3 off? If we're 3 off, that means we have to do some significant trading and such. Which is fine. Killer needs to go because it goes directly to our face. I think we can go here. 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 I should have traded so we could get another... I should have traded at least this off and maybe another one so we could get more of these. More taunts is better. I should have traded one of them off, I think. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what came down first. This or this. It's fine. We did everything that was important for us to do. The only thing we didn't do is put this down, or put this face, either way. We're healing at a rate of 1 per turn. Next turn we take 1 damage. Bone Mare. Okay. Think we beat Bone Mare. Think we beat Bone Mare. 5, 10, 13. Think we also beat Taunt Totem, because Taunt Totem does nothing because we have this. So. Do this. 5, 10. Oh my goodness, chat. That was a game! Oh my goodness, that was a game. Ow. Whew, we almost fatigued ourselves to death. We didn't think about how good Acolyte is. Its job. Let me take a quick break. It'll just be like... I'm just gonna pee and like walk around my room for a minute, clear my head, so that I can focus for the rest of the... You know, what do they call it? Game?
Have to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter.
You know, Save File doesn't own Persona Music, Veritas. Persona exists independently of Save File. I forget that it's the Save File break music because I don't really watch them a lot. It's arena time. It is. It is. For me, it's been arena time for the last 9 hours, so I'm trying to finish this run up. But I fear that we'll be cursed to play this deck for a while more. Yeah. The break was calling to me. Maybe it was a Pavlovian reaction. I heard the music come on. I was like, it seems like it's break time. I'm excited for you, Wangstas. May you slay many a Malignant horror. But not mine, please. Leave mine alone. Listen to this is a really great setup for this. We may copy 2 turns in a row, actually. Sexy Arena Chads. Yeah, that's us. If anyone is that, that is us. So, do you... Betrayed. I was thinking about leaving them up to potentially Anti-Magic Shell next turn, but Anti-Magic Shell probably wants to come down after this. Anyway. Believe it or not, this is still that same Persona soundtrack. There must be some... mini game or something. It's a big RPG, right? These games are like 50,000 hours long, and they have like 7 arcades you can go to and play Pac-Man or whatever. Okay, I mean, sure. I think what I would do is run into the 2-4 probably, because it seems like I'll get enough corpses. I guess I won't actually, because they only put 1. Okay, all right. I can see their play now. That's funny. Well, in that case, let's give him shell. Boys, let's give him some shell. Isn't the best strategy against that card to leave as many damaged ones on the board as possible to use up your corpses? Well, that's one strategy, and that's why I said I would... That's pretty good, damn. If I were them, I would run into my 2-4 so that when I do copy it, it's only a 2-2. But that doesn't always work, so it depends on the situation. In this case, by trading the way that they did, they prevented the copy from happening with near certainty. Which makes sense in this case, too. I have a feeling this is yet another opponent who didn't think this would summon. This has happened to us 3 or 4 times today. I have a feeling that's what happened here. We could Racketeer for a really nice board, or we could Acolyte Hero Power to draw. I like Racketeer. I do. Yeah. I feel bad for them, but I will be happy to exploit their ignorance. We'll take the quad trades and something like this, I think. Want to make sure that we get some serious draws with this. If the game is going to go on. Freddy Got Fingered. I'm familiar with this movie, but I haven't watched it. I swear, John Coffin, you have such a huge knowledge of film that I've seen so few of the movies you've requested of me these last few days. I don't think there's any other chatter who has stumped me more. Ooh, nice. Wait. I actually think we do this, but then we don't play this right away. We take the draw. It's only 1 draw, but it helps us push 6 face, which is pretty important. Right, you were involved in media, that's right. Yeah. I always wanted to do film studies more than I did as well. And I guess I kind of regret not doing it more. When I was in school, there was just so much that I wanted to squeeze into my course load. Stuff always has to go by the wayside. I took a film class in high school. I actually talked about it. My mentor who passed recently taught that class. And that was a really impactful class for me. I'm trying to think if in college I took any film courses. I took courses that talked about film regularly. I don't think I took any film courses. The closest is I audited a few classes of... It was like noir, like film noir class or something like that. I audited it but didn't take it. If you want a tongue twister, try audited it. I audited it. Do you think a person can watch films all day besides eating and sleeping and be entertained until they die a natural death? What an interesting question. What an interesting question. I suppose I think it's possible. But that most people would get pretty depressed after a while. But there could be people out there for whom that's kind of great. It gets into all sorts of naughty questions about what a life well lived is, what happiness is, what entertainment is, how it works, how it functions. In a way, you could consider that hypothetical to be an almost religious pursuit. An ascetic religious pursuit, which is different than aesthetic. Ascetic is, like, ascetic monks were monks who kind of, swore off the worldly pleasures and, put all sorts of restrictions on themselves in pursuit of their studies. But that sort of fanatical pursuit of something at the exclusion of all else, it's not unprecedented for humans. A lot of people dedicate their lives to such things. Like a monk in a monastery. I couldn't remember the word for monastery for a second, and I thought of asylum. But a monk, you know, living life in a monastery and dedicating their life to, for example, like hand copying the Bible or something, or a theological intellectual pursuit, would be a lot like somebody sitting on the couch and watching movies for their entire life and not doing anything else. They would have to love it so deeply or be so fixated that in a distressing way, maybe, that they just like couldn't stop. I mean, you could just play this here. First. I like getting Malignant down here because they don't have anything to touch it with except this. Pretty weak. And we could follow with taunts. Or with that. Okay. Hi Raiders, hello! Thank you for the raids. I noticed you come in, but I was really trying to figure out what the heck to do on that turn. Thank you, Rango Champ, for the raid. Let me give you a big old, fat old shout out. A whop of a shout out. Chat, flood Rango Champ's channel. Give him a follow so that next time he's online, you know he's online. He's a swell fellow and an arena streamer. You might enjoy his content. What's up, Butairometer? Glad you're here. Nice to have you. Bootyrometer. Bootyrometer. We'll go with that. Bible talk time. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of. When is it not, though? Okay, here's what I would like to do. Ooh, that's a funky tune. I like that tune. I want to get enough corpses for another copy. Crank that funky tune. Exactly, I'm glad you're taking this question in good faith. I was thinking how, if it's a decent life, then you could really have very cheap basic income for a video monk. I don't think I could be that person, but maybe I could almost be that person. I can become content to stay in the same place and do the same sort of thing for a very long period of time. I don't think I could be the person who dedicates his whole life to it, but I'm like 2 universes over, you know? In the multiverse of it all. I like this tune. Let's again get enough corpses for a copy here. Soulbreaker is very good in our deck. Very good, important component. Human music. That's right. That was like human music. No. I can't be becoming a Jerry, can I? Don't tell me I'm becoming a Jerry. It can't be true. I don't know what to play here. Let me just take care of this egg. And if we're taking care of the egg, then let me draw a couple cards. We could have actually done this in such a way that we killed all of our horrors. Which would have saved our corpses for a full horror. But I think it's fine that this happens because we're not gonna have any shortage of corpses very soon. You asking what this actually is? This is Persona 5 music. I feel like you would need to attach some kind of purpose to it. Well, I think you're right, Veritas, but I also think that that's no different than any other thing we do in our entire lives. Like, why do we do anything? Survival motivates us, but as conscious beings, everything's filtered through the sense of meaning and purpose. And everything that we do in some way is in relation to purpose. Everything that we aspire to do, at least. A lot of things that we do are for no reason at all, or for unconscious reasons that are never available to us. But as far as our conscious plans, you know, going to work at 9 to 5 for a salary, you would need to attach some kind of purpose to that to do that too, you know? So I think that this hypothetical person who sits and watches movies perpetually, I think they would definitely have some very, very strong visceral sense of purpose about what they do. That would definitely have to be true. I'm kind of like, if If they fire sale here, we might get into another situation where our whole deck is gone. Okay. Thank God, just a Flame Strike. Why don't draw first? Because I was distracted and on the rope. It would have been right to draw first, but we also were pretty sure what our play was going to be, no matter what. You could have played Rhyme instead of the Swarm Guard last turn if you wanted. That would have been fine. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Okay, alright. Yeah. Bill the Comedian, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the fun dungeon. Hope you stick around for lots of laughs, lots of love. Yeah, because such an extreme example like the person who only watches movies really just makes me reflect on... Like, its extremity draws my attention to how living a life like that... Like, how that informs more normal ways of life, and how nothing is really normal. These are fine. Dantean. Dantean Infernian? Coin Graveyard Shift into Acolyte is probably very strong. It's nice if I guess it's been the talk of the town, this lingering zombie. I don't want to get through 3 layers. I'll just coin Dark Transformation. How about that? In a way, I can make a lot more sense of the sense of purpose behind only watching movies for the rest of your life. I can make more sense of that than... You know, working 9 to 5. White picket fence. Retire, die kind of life. It's interesting that this can't freeze face, it's just freeze an enemy minion. They tempoed Coroner, which tells me they've got something nasty planned, right? I still like our plan. I think it lets us have the most flexible types of responses to whatever nonsense they have cooked up for us. Blobby, you might not believe me, but my night lamp next to my bed behind me just rocked side to side with no apparent stimulus, if you know what I mean. I had to turn around like, how the fuck? You got some specters in your abode, Wank says. Got some specters? Some science ghosts? The Divine Comedy's on your list? Skip it. It's not that funny. Are you gonna read them all in a row? Are you gonna go... What is it? Inferno... Purgatorio... What? Did a knock? Did I hear a knock or no? There's ghosts everywhere. Now I'm spooked. Just do this. Right? It's fine for now. They're setting up for... It could be Soul of the Forest or something. They're setting up for something here. Or not. Or maybe they just aren't setting up for anything. Moonlit Guidance. Why? Why? And... Okay, alright. There's... Okay. Okay. Oh, they actually just got really lucky off of the guidance. Or maybe they have so many Mark of the Lotuses that they were sure they would find it. Paradiso, yes. How long are they? Well, I've only read the Inferno. It was not that long, but the language is a bit thick depending on what translation you're reading. But not that long. It is poetry, so you move through it slower, I guess is my point. Do you have a translation picked out, Veritas? Like, do you have a... You can go hit... Hit. Transform this hit there. You could go transform, immediately hit there, and then hit into there.
Been searching all along, confessing while I know, without a size, without grasping it, the real question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter.
Sure. That seems good enough.
Hiding both face and mind.
Anything that takes bodies off the board.
I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
I was told to get a copy translated by Longfellow. I'd recommend Short Lady, actually. The Short Lady translation? It's a joke, that's a kappa. Don't do research on it. It will be fruitless. Yeah, so we could just run one in and Malignant. That's definitely on the table here.
Nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me. That's where I found an empty glass.
Trade, Hero Power, the 3-1.
It's only worse than two.
You could draw with Acolyte, you could play Graveyard Shift. I think it wants to be Malignant here.
I'm a sharpshooter. Apples masquerade.
It's 2 4/4s, it's good, it's strong. And I don't think we need to worry about dying quite yet. We could follow this up with Swarm Guard. So often the answer at the end of the thought process is just
Take off my
Malignant.
my place to hide.
Yeah, this is like an 8-hour soundtrack, by the way, chat, so there's many different variations on this theme. This musical theme. Some with lyrics, some without lyrics.
I can't tell you how to see me.
You're running out of cards, so have to hold on a little bit longer. You're jealous of my beard? Thank you. You want to take it out on rental? I'll take any source of income I can get. Yeah, here comes the heat. And there's the hose. Here's the hose that stops the heat.
I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show.
So we have these taunts. What exactly is our approach? I think we just hero power the 4-1, play the taunt. I might double trade into the zombie. Just try, like, do we ever need to use this? I don't think so. You could actually you could play this and transform. Hit there, hit there. Ah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm trading that away because I'm paranoid, mostly. You know, I have a would you rather redeem if you want to make me answer that question, Wanksters. You gotta use channel points. Yeah, and this is why I wanted to trade it down so that they could just pop through all these taunts immediately. Haven't seen Dark yet. I've heard good things about it. How about take this body... God, how do we want to do this? Just figuring out the way to be as safe as humanly possible. This is a new one that they just played. The whole new one. Take this body off the board. Put more taunts out. And go face here, and it will get copied. If this was the last layer, I would trade, but it's the first layer. Yeah, you could do shows if you want. I mean, you could ask me to review anything, really. I might say no, but... I'm not gonna rule it out. Veritas, do you know... You probably don't know, but the Longfellow translation... I'm just curious if it's more of a... If it stays close or to the rhyming structure, or if it abandons the rhyming structure. Because that's like one of the main differences between Dante translations. I would like to... I don't yet care about drawing right now. Drawing is not that interesting to me. Clearing the board entirely. This has all of them left. $18 cards in deck. Okay, I will draw one. I will draw one card. Oh, sure. Alright, good turn. Amazing song with just 2 notes. That's a really good point. That's lovely. Just like the Jaws music. Yeah, time for concede. Time for concede. The Last of Us premiere. That's what's... What network is that on? Is that a Netflix thing? Where is The Last of Us? HBO Max? Is it supposed to be good? it adheres to the rhyming structure. So every triplet, like each line of the triplet rhymes. That's hard, man. That's hard. The translation that I read was kind of half and half. It was a half chub, if you will. 2 of the 3 lines in the triplets rhymed, but the translator let one of them be whatever, or something like that. I mean, we could just keep this. How do you say no to this? And I think I would like that better, or maybe even a free translation, because it makes sense to rhyme every damn thing in Italian, because every word in Italian rhymes. But you translate it to English and try to rhyme everything, you're gonna be like... you're gonna have a line like, Dante went down into the hole, and you're gonna have to translate it like... Dante went into the round, deep place, because you're trying to rhyme with face, or something like that, you know? Which I suppose can lead to interesting choices of words. After Rings of Power let down, I need to pick me up. I don't know if anything can pick me up from the depths of that Rings of Power made me fall. Rings of Power made me go down into the deep rounds place, so to speak. What is happening? 8-1 is happening. I mean, this is a pretty good answer. Feast and famine, that's fine. We give up a card draw this way, but we protect our thingy better. So I guess I like it. Mostly worried about every ounce of tempo we can muster. And less worried about value at this point. Card draw is nice to find tempo plays too, but... yeah, Rings of Power. What have I been watching? Gotta Call Saul still. Watched the first episode of White Lotus. I watched the first episode of that show that sounds like Severance or Succession, but is not those shows. The Nolan show with the VR. We're in season 2 of Succession, and we love it, Rango Champ. We love it a whole lot. No, Peripheral. It's not an S word at all. It's called Peripheral. I watched that first episode. I went back to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm for the first time in years. That's been fun. Go Swarm Guard, Hero Power into there, and then there. They have ground to a halt. I'm shocked. They decided not to do anything. Have a Racketeer. No. Yeah, this is fine. Succession is so good. Alice in Borderland, I haven't watched it. Dude is saving the corporal for the for the next game. Yeah. Well, it's kind of our fault. We keep putting 1-3s in the way. So this is how we get a Malignant copy. Otherwise, I don't really care. Let's do it like this. Yeah, this is the most impotent incorporeal corporal ever. Which is hilarious because it's all roided up on buff and a reborn. But I'm sure they're very frustrated to not be able to make use of it. I think that knock I heard earlier was hammering. I think it was hammering. Now they bone merit and we have fun? That would be fine. That'd be fun and fine. I'm just trying to decide whether it's worth like killing anything on our board to make room. We could maybe trade. Yeah, actually, let's do it. Let's do it like. Let's kill the dragon. Like, see? Yeah, see? So we'll get a copy now, meaning we can play one thing. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god! I missed all my damage. I got caught on this minion. The attack wouldn't get off my mouse. And then I went to grab this one, and my game lagged out for a second, so I wasn't sure what I hit with it. But you gotta expect some plays like that at this stage in the stream. This is kind of annoying. If you're wondering, well, about the transformation at the end there, it's really just to put more power on the board. That's it. More power that can go face. It's not like a great reason for it. Just trying to figure out how to use our resources. Haven't seen Kids. I've heard a lot of good things about that one as well, though, John. 4, 8, 10, 12. So we win. Just making sure. 4, 8, 10, 12. 4, 8, 10, 12. My game's getting laggy. It's a good movie title. It's evocative. Simple. Thank you for the GG. It felt pretty G. I don't know, that one loss might be haunting us here, because it's very possible nobody else beats this deck. Some of those aggro decks came close, like the Druid one. Macaulay Culkin. So this will be a pass on turn 1, coin Graveyard Shift. I will again repeat my praise for Graveyard Shift. It enables everything in Death Knight. Seems like just a bunch of 1/1s, but it enables everything. Just for example, in our hand alone, it enables this, this, and this. Could be really good. Like, we play it here, we double trade into Mind Eater, we immediately play Neophyte, and... so strong. Yeah, I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm Season 5. I tried to find where I left off years ago. I think it was right at the beginning of Season 5. Because Season 4 is, if memory serves, the season where he does the play, which I thought was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic plotline. Ultimately, I decided that if we draw a bunch of cards now, makes it very likely that Dark Fallen hits an important target like Swarmguard. So I guess we're happy with that. I was considering this play where you sidekick and Bone Flinger to clear some stuff away. And that's a strong tempo play, but it's just vomiting bodies out of your hands, you know? I wish I could somehow monetize my cursory knowledge of so many movies and TV shows. Well, if you become a man who sits on the couch for the rest of your life and only watches movies and TV shows, then you won't even care about having any money. You will only care about screen. Only screen. No money, only screen. Yeah. My only question now is, do we tempo sidekick to kill the 3-3? Or do we save it to stick on horror for an even taller boy? I think you could tempo it now. It's really strong, and pretty much the only way I imagine we can lose from here is somehow their board getting out of hand. Yeah, it's interesting, Oxbow. I have been watching / listening to the It's Always Sunny podcast. Really great to hear the showrunners / actors talk about making that show behind the scenes. I find it really fascinating. But something that they talk about is the show's reputation as a show with a lot of improv in it. And they're like, well, we don't really improvise so much as ad-lib, which I thought was a compelling distinction. They're saying, our scenes are all written, but within the writing of the scene, like, we know what the beat-by-beat thing is, we just ad-lib in and around it, which I do feel like is a difference. So Hawkstrider is a high priority target. I probably just dropped this otherwise. And we still could drop this, I think, because this is so powerful that it can probably still beat this, but there's no reason to take that chance. The only clear we have is Bone Flinger Hero Power, which is such a weak play compared to the rest of our hand, but I don't know, I guess it's worth it. Better safe than sorry. I think it's about time for some Maligma action. We'll throw that out as well. I guess they have pretty good trades into it, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, cheeky priest. Okay, copycat. We could give them Jungle Panther. That's good. Hope they don't got AoE, because we might be in trouble if they do. Haven't fully calculated this, but, you know, I'm sure it's fine. Ouch. The Death Strike's encouraging. I feel like we don't really have to worry about our health total at all anymore. Plus, we're gonna heal out that Chow. And they've been reduced to playing relatively normal cards, so... Well, yeah, let's draw into some win conditions, I guess. I'll play Racketeer here because it's not undead. I'll avoid playing a full board of undead stuff so we don't endlessly draw into fatigue. See? Lessons learned. Well, go on, Alex Martina. Nice to have you here. Hmm. There it is. I knew it was something. I knew they were holding something cheeky. Schwamp egg. Got a nice abusive sergeant to activate it as well. Look at this little Raven collar package. Wrapped up nice and neat with a bow tied on it. It's like the good version of that Christmas story where they give each other the hair and the scissors or whatever. But they can't use either of them because the bow and the... whatever it is, you know the one. It's like that, except Ravencaller gave you two things you can use. Gift of the Magi, right? Ravencaller is in my top 5 faves. I'm a convert. I think it's actually good in this meta. Consider me a convert. Oh, baby. You know, I was gonna just play Tiger, but I think this is kind of a fun line. Wide and buff. I'll trade you because you can heal and value trade. Seen a good amount of Spirit Lash today. Maybe something to think about when playing against Priest. Whoa! Check that combo out! Pretty fun! That's a good time combo. I don't really like using our last taunt, but I think the 1-3s are really nice against the 2-1s. So I will use it. Protects our dragon, which has the capacity to push some pretty nice damage. Why do I feel like it's been 9-1 for the past hour? That's Priest, baby. That's Priest, baby! Give me a draw and we'll have an emergency on our hands. Well, I need some time to get some corpses ready for my Malignant. Yeah. Sorry, bud. We're close. We're close. Haven't seen the accused either. So you got yourself a refund. That's probably me, Wangstas. I haven't showered in a while. Probably me in your nose. Getting all up in there. Might be the last time you get to enjoy this kind of gameplay. Patch coming. What do you mean, Kayani? Like now? Thought it was coming later in the week. Next week. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll stream I'm taking off tomorrow, but I'll stream on Tuesday, and I'm thinking it'll be the same meta on Tuesday. Maybe by Wednesday. Maybe by Wednesday. A blob can dream. LL Cool James.
There can only be one true king.
Oh, we be transforming. So we just coin this out on 3 and then have our way with them for a while. Till we draw a win condition, such as... Chances of getting a deck like this is low, though. This is a contender for my best Death Knight deck, probably. It's up there. It's really, it's something. Even if they clear our Acolyte, it's not a problem here. I mean, we have another one. Sure. The only annoying thing about this is we can't... They didn't play anything for us to, you know... So we'll just make a 4-mana 4/5. You make a good point, though. This may be the last such Death Knight that we have. Since the patch is coming soon. They're loving their heart strikes. Well, you know what I love? Doing this. Sorry, buddy. Oh, I forgot blanket apology was issued. Patch notes out yet? I don't know anything. Did he just hard strike a 1/1? No, it was a 4/3. It was my transformed guy. No Way Out. I have not seen No Way Out either. My depth and breadth of AD's movie knowledge is not that good. Here's a fun play. You never seen a play like that before. Since they're gonna be annoying and stealth their only minion on board to prevent us from getting more corpses, we have to, you know, invent a way to make our own corpse. Yeah, Savage Brute knows it. PSA, if you just hero power and send it face, thinking that it will die at the end of the turn and give you a corpse in time for the copy, it doesn't work like that. The copy happens and then the corpse is counted. Didn't expect it to be this good. It's 3 Malignants, 2 Acolytes, and a bunch of Undead. No card gen, discover, or much removal. It's, yeah, I mean, 3 Malignants, I don't know, I don't know what else to say. They are their own card generation. They generate so much damn value. Like, opponents run out of endless removal very fast if they're forced to perpetually contend with boards of 4/4s and 3/3s and all the nonsense that we can get ready very quickly in the middle game, the early middle game. But yeah, you know, we don't have a... We have these, we have this. That's removal enough, I guess. Sorry, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have lethal. I kind of zoothed out for a second there. My bad. The opponent's gonna think we're an asshole, but we're not. We're just a dick. This will make a good run to post on my YouTube on my day off tomorrow. So if you didn't catch the whole run, go to my YouTube and subscribe. Yo, final boss hype. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's get some hype in the chat. Excitement brewing. I need your energy. I need your energy. The stakes are high. Money's too tight for stakes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We might have to go off curve a little bit here, but we got a nice setup. DK imbalance, need nerf 4 card. Could not agree more. You're 100% right, Dan Stoner. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's hope that happens this week. Woo! Malignant horror DK, woo! I can feel All Black's resentment dripping. It's okay. I'm here to absorb all your resentment. I'll just spawn more of myself with Reborn. So now we draw Malignant Horror, so that when we Neophyte, we hit Stormguard and Malignant. That's what happens next, chat. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, Halloween. So you have... Oh, it's the, what's its face? The Lookout. Not a problem. I actually might take time to Graveyard Shift. Just to draw another card to buff in hand. We're not in a hurry to do anything here, so... Looking for one more good buff target. That ain't it. I can kill some more time. Their play was weak enough that I'm down. Why was Demon Hunter at 11 and 1? What could they have? Illidari Inquisitor stuff? What makes a Demon Hunter 11-1? Other than Curve, which they didn't have here. Look out, decent card. Oh yeah, it's great. I love that card. It was the villain of Arena for a while when Demon Hunter came out, actually. When the card came out. Yeah! Oh, I was so rewarded. It was the Malignant horror of its day. Not as bad, of course, but... Just hero power, stretch value. Not that important to get this out. Plus, we may be taunting soon anyway. But you might want to play these together. Why does he have to be 11 and 1? Couldn't he be like 9 and 2 or something? It's possible, yeah. It's most likely that your opponent is the same score as you. But if matchmaking can't easily find somebody with your score, they do expand the search perimeter over time. So this could be a 9 and 2 Demon Hunter, but for lack of any way to know the information, I generally just assume they're more or less my score. Wow, we got a turn here. Ew, we got a turn here. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Hey, buddy. Look at that. We got a friend in the house. Mr. Bishop. He's gonna go to his spot on the beanbag chair, maybe? Finally, something interesting on the screen to watch. What you looking for, Bish? Yeah, go on. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, find a good spot to sit. Anyway. Back to the boring stuff. Chaos Nova? You're trying to think of ways that they can stabilize from here? Yeah, I mean, I would much rather play Geist than Stormguard, obviously. For many reasons. I guess... This is kind of messed up, actually. Yeah, I fucked this up. Because if I clear this, I actually don't get the copy, which is important to get, because we're kind of out of value after this. You see what I'm saying, chat? See you later, Wanksters. Yeah, so even though we're wasting our Geist value, it's fine. I think... Even if I had realized... If I had realized, I would have sent the 1-1 before playing the Geist, and that would have been much better, I think, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, you meant I had to go. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's usually true. You need to keep track of these spawns. Okay. Kind of wrong of them not to kill 2 of these first layers, because... Yeah, I don't know about that. So now we get 2 copies. I'm sorry, we just had lethal, right? Oh my god. No, we didn't. That was taunt. We didn't. Okay, I scared myself. Okay. Scared myself. We could have looked for lethal, though. But I don't know. Do I even want to play this turn? I guess we can. Well, do we have board space? No, we don't want to play this turn. So we did everything correctly, chat. Don't worry. We did everything correctly. Because we want the taunt to come out for sure. And we also want two board spots. Which means we have to trade this. We did everything correctly. Totally intentionally. So yeah, Chaos Nova is a thing, I guess. Yeah, that's why they left these at 2, because they thought they could just Fell Barrage out of it, but... Nah. No, they could not. Ooh, 12 and 1, baby. Didn't have to trade, it dies anyway. Yeah, but it dies after the Malignant copies, so we would miss a 6-2 if we sent it face. It's the same reason it doesn't count as a corpse towards your Malignant at the end of the turn. Thank you for the hype! Yay! We've accomplished something great here today. My first 12 in quite a while, actually. And it was a commanding 12. And I'm all the more bummed out by that one loss, because this could have definitely been a 12-0. Not to complain about going 12-1, because that's the grimiest thing to do, but... that was a $1.20 donated by Flying Wangstas. Thank you for the $1.20 donation, I appreciate that. 10 cents per win. Anybody got $1,000 per win? Every amount counts. Every amount counts. Yeah, that priest loss, and that was such a close game. We were very close to our first 12-0 as a Death Knight. But that was great. Let's figure out who the MVP is. What's up, Ted? Thanks for the hype. Thank you, thank you. So, every time we go 12, we golden a card, the MVP of the deck. Let's look over the deck together and decide what that was. Yes, it's a foregone conclusion what it was, but we can pretend like it's ambiguous. Dark Transformation was good. Acolyte was great, except that one time it almost killed us on fatigue. We didn't see Shell a lot. In some of the early games, it did some work. Gee, I wonder who? Neophyte was good, but mostly because of what it buffed, which we're getting to. Graveyard Shifts, you could count that as a candidate, because it enabled everything, but the MVP is, like, it's one of these guys. I mean, and it's almost certainly Malignant. It was just the centerpiece of the deck. Everything built around it really beautifully. Yeah, gotta call Malignant Horror MVP. As grimy as it is to do. But somehow we don't have it in gold yet. So this is a perfect opportunity to rectify that. Alright. Nice way to end a very long day. Yeah, good deck is an understatement. It's gonna get banned. Well, maybe. Don't craft it. I'm gonna craft it. It's the MVP. I have to craft it. It's a status thing. It's only $400. Yeah, we need to see the pustules undulate. It's kind of important. See, we made like $2,600 there.